All right, 11:17 right now. We will talk about the weather here this morning. Look, we always know this time. I think in my video, when you posted when the spring officially start, I said Memorial Day, which I'm going to stand by.
You did, and someone said the Red Sox home opener.
Right.
So that one isn't right. I think Latoya said 4th of July, which I'm like, what are we going to do between now and then?
Right.
We're going to sulk in this, right? We're not there yet, unfortunately.
No.
I think I jinxed it too, Jeff. I put away my snow shovel
just
2 days ago. The salt got put away and everything. And lo and behold, look at what we got here. About 1.5 to 2 inches of snow through central Massachusetts primarily. And with elevation, that's typically key, especially this time of year, because that's usually where those cold pools or colder air aloft often lurks. So Asheville at about 2 inches of snow, Orange right around an inch. There will be another system tonight that's a bit more robust, but I think it's actually going to come in a little bit hotter or warmer as it moves in from the south. It'll take in some of the moisture from the Atlantic. We'll see that system Sunday morning, hugging the coast. If you live across Vermont or even western Massachusetts through the Berkshires, Sunday afternoon, you've got highs in the 50s and sunshine, and then warmer weather is on the cusp next Monday and Tuesday, and everyone across the 6-state region will feel the benefit of some of that warmth. But I think tonight it's still quite chilly out with temperatures in the 30s, and our second round of rain is on the way. It does start as rain across the south coast before a brief break. This will have some drier times with it, and I think Saturday afternoon actually may not shape up to be too bad, but it's Saturday morning here at 5 if you're traveling early along the Mass Pike, through Central Mass, along the Route 2, by the way, and through the Monadnock region, and right along Route 1, we'll get a wintry mix as well, and then this starts to backfill in at 9 o'clock. I think at this point, the system itself lifts northbound. We'll start to get clearing into the early part of the evening in terms of the rain and snow, but the clouds will still remain. And then now the core of the storm is actually out towards the east, and we're going to feel the fringe benefits or the fringe effects of this as it's right along the coast. This will actually crank the winds Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Really, just essentially the icing on the cake. If you're along the coast, just know it will be very dreary on Sunday. This is not going to be, even when it's not heavily raining, this is going to be a situation where it's still misty and drizzly. It's sort of spitting from the sky. So wind gusts tomorrow midday are 25 to maybe 30 miles an hour through the south coast and the south shore across Cape Cod near 40. And then watch what happens on Sunday. This is when you really got to hold on to your hats here. Gusts at 40 to maybe even 40 miles an hour across Barnstable, Nantucket. I think that's also going to bring some chilly air across Rockport and Gloucester, too. Right now, we're at 41 in Boston. 47, that ain't shaking out to be too bad for Martha's Vineyard, but I think by the end of the day today with those gray skies, we've got highs at about 45 in Boston. Tonight, we're down to the mid-30s. I think most of this will be a repeat performance in terms of the wet snow or wet flakes that we got, just because it's snow in transition into rain, but it can't make it all the way down towards the ground before it changes over into rain, which is why we get those heavy flakes. It's a northeast wind tomorrow, so it will be a very, very windy and chilly day. Sunday, and this is what I want to show Jeff as we potentially break out into sun on Sunday in Boston. Burlington, Vermont will likely have a high at 55 degrees. One of the better spots this weekend. If you head north and west, not shaping up to be too bad. 10-day forecast in total isn't shaping up to be too bad once we get beyond the weekend. 60 on Monday, 62 with a passing shower north next Tuesday. And eyes on Easter, by the way, and Good Friday, it seems like temperatures are moderate as well. And, Jeff, there's one more day before we put Marathon Monday on the 10-day forecast. So you have to watch First Alert meteorologist Pamela Gardner tomorrow morning for that.